In this video, we'll guide you through replacing the spring assist on a Honeycomb Automation Generation 3 top-down bottom-up shade. By the end, you'll be able to easily make this repair and restore your shade to smooth operation. Tools needed: a small flathead screwdriver, needle nose pliers, a 5/64" Allen wrench, a right angle lock, and spring assists in the appropriate colors. Let's get started and ensure your shade operates quietly and efficiently. Top-down bottom-up shades and dual light shades are equipped with a main motor and receiver, as well as an auxiliary motor on the opposite end. Both motors are controlled by the same receiver and control button located on the right side. Fully lower the shade and secure the bottom and middle rail stack with a rubber band. Use the small screwdriver to remove the end cap twist lock at the top end of the end cap assembly. Slide the headrail off to expose the interior components, including spools, limits, and spring assists for both the main and auxiliary motors. Ensure the white side of the spring assist is aligned towards the motor for that specific drive shaft. This is crucial for proper function and should be checked on both the main and auxiliary motor sides. Return the same color and number of new spring assists to the shade that were there originally. For our example, we have a black spring assist for each drive shaft, and we will replace them with the same color and number. This process ensures the system is easier to disassemble by removing the tension of the spring assists. The motor drives the shaft, which passes through the numbered side of the assist. In a two-shaft shade, the second shaft passes through the clearance hole. The spring is located on the drive side of the motor, with the white side of the spring towards the motor. Next, with the headrail removed, align the shaft notch. Align the shaft notch with the specific location on the spring assist. This is the only point where the lock can fit into the spring assist. You may need to turn the shaft to align it correctly. Scratching the drive shaft will not cause damage, but ensure you're not working against the limit when turning the drive shaft. Insert the locking pin. Once the shaft is properly aligned, insert the locking pin to lock off the spring assist. Repeat this process for all remaining spring assists. Once the spring assists are locked, follow these steps. Loosen the drive shaft collars. Use a 5/64" Allen wrench to loosen the drive shaft collars at each end of the limits. Remove the motor and drive shaft. Pop the motor up on the outside and slide the drive shaft out. Pull both shafts out of the limits, spools, and spring assist. For this top-down, bottom-up shade, replace both springs. Reassemble the headrail components. Start the assembly from the motor end. Work the drive shaft through all of the components, ensuring lift spools are aligned. Set the limits on the drop stop housing for the bottom and middle rail travel. Our limit is at the fully lowered position. Start the assembly from the motor end. Work the drive shaft through all of the components, ensuring lift spools are aligned. Next, it is imperative that the spools align and the limit is set at the bottom. Once everything is aligned and the motors are snapped into place, tighten the 5/64" Allen screws to lock the drive shafts. Attach the headrail onto the top-down, bottom-up insert. When starting the attachment, watch how the insert goes into the rail. Once started, slide the headrail over the spring assist. Remove the locks on the spring assist. Slide the headrail on the rest of the way. Reinsert the end cap assembly, being considerate of the control button and the power wire. Install the end cap twist lock and hang the shade up and test its operation. These steps ensure a properly assembled and functioning top-down, bottom-up honeycomb shade with PowerView Generation 3 with spring assist. Thanks for watching this video.